Good morning from a wet and drizzly June day at Derby Midland Station. We are heading southwest. So let's catch a cross-country 220 Voyager. Cue the intro. Welcome passengers to Train Real World. We're at Derby Midland Station. We're going to platform 2. So I thought, normally when I go to platform 6 I have to go over the bridge. So I wanted to go under the subway, under the tunnel for platform 2. What is the time now? It's 10:11. Our train should be getting in at 10:26 for a 10:31 departure. Our Voyager is a double 4-car Voyager, 220, 010 and 015. It's the ex-HST service, so the 606 from Edinburgh. And it is running on time. There were a couple of minutes late in between. I had a look. But at the moment it is running on time, getting into Derby. And then, it waits a few minutes and then gets that next stop down. But that'll be quite nice, going on a Voyager again. Not been on one for a little while. It's usually Meridians for me, as you know. But I am going to split this trip up into 2 parts, I believe. So there are 2 trains that I'm getting on and a bit of a walk. So this first leg is Derby to New Street, to Birmingham New Street. So we get to go on that. It's only an hour or so, maybe less. But got my trusty Greggs. So I've got that going, which is nice. And a cup of tea, as you can see there. Funny enough, the lady from Greggs was like, "I've not seen you for a while." And I'm like, "Oh no, that's a bit awkward, isn't it?" And I was like, no, I've not been here for a few months. It looks a bit like Intercity with the grey and the red. Yeah. They're trying to make it look GBR-ish. Anyway, let's go up to platform 2. I don't think there's anything fancy coming through at the moment. Like, we usually see with Network Rail, track measurement trains, etc. But I can hear a Voyager coming in. Oh no, it's not a Voyager, it was the left. It's the Meridian. Going to Sheffield. But anyway, this is a long clip. Let's stop it. So I just wanted to mention there's been some more news from our last video where we were talking about, not the last one, the one before, we were talking about the London to Stirling with Lumo, with the 222s. More information has come out that they're going to have, six cars or 6 sevens? I can't remember what it was now. But Lumo, first Lumo for the Stirling route are going to have these 222s going from Stirling to London Euston, which is mainly overhead cabling, but it's diesel throughout the whole route. I say it's a weird choice, but if they had to order trains in, it's going to take years. Oh, Pigeon just did its duty. Anyway, so it is weird to have diesel all the way on an electrified line, pretty much. But I guess what they'll do is they'll put it in, see how it goes, and then order some bi-mode Hitachis, because, we need so many of those Hitachi trains. Anyway, just waiting for our train, and then we'll eat on board. I think I'm in coach D, so I'm second from the front. But funnily enough, I think the train on the way back is the same train, so it goes down to Plymouth and then comes back to Newcastle and picks me up on the way back. So I might actually be in exactly the same train, but hey, it happens, doesn't it? Just want to mention, when I checked last night, it was an 8-car set of 015 and 010. But I've since checked again, going, I should be right at this end, right over there. And I'm like, why is it saying it's only 4-car? It's only the 015. So an 8-car set is now turned into a 4-car set. Thankfully, I've got a seat reservation in coach D, which does still exist. But funny, it was a double set last night saying it was going to be, put on today. But nope, apparently not. A lovely little 4-car all the way from Edinburgh to Plymouth that used to be the HST service. We are kind of going down. We're downgrading ourselves, aren't we? We had such a long train, and even then they were packed at times, and we're now on a 4-car. Well, I really hope my seat on the train is available.
East Midlands Railway service to Newark Castle, Hornet, Long Eaton, Beeston, Nottingham, Carlton, Loudon, Fiskerton and Newark Castle. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
Looks busy. There's a load of standing people in the vestibules. So I hope we get a seat.
Apologies folks, we were meant to strengthen this train at Derby. I was informed just before we rammed into Derby this would no longer be happening. Apologies folks, do apologise. This morning's short. Next solid point will be Tamworth folks, journey time approximately 22 minutes.
So it should have been 015 and 010 connected from Edinburgh this morning, but it looks like when I looked on real-time trains, 010 is Glasgow. So they totally separated there. And as that announcement said, they're supposed to have had one connect to Derby. That never happened, but they should have known way before then if it was actually coming from Barton under Needwood, but nope, that's not happening. So there was a lot of groans because it is standing. People are sitting in other people's seats. Some are quite nice and taking, allowing them to sit where their reservations are, but there have been a couple where it's not happened. But what can you do? It is a half an hour journey for us. I said an hour earlier, I don't know why, but half an hour. But I'm not in my actual seat, I'm in the aisle seat, not the window, so I don't get to see outside. So this video will probably be one video going to our destination instead of 2 separate ones, just because of the lack of footage that I can do on this first leg. But yeah, sit back, enjoy, and yeah, if we hear anything else or see anything else, I'll let you know. Wow, that was busy. That was very busy. But we're off. We're off our train now. And let's head out and off to Moor Street. So we've got to walk from New Street to Moor Street. So yeah, it's not connected, so it's about a 10-minute walk. And then yeah, we got our next train to our next destination. Well, to our final destination. Okay, it's now telling me to go left. So that's where I'm going. There's Bullring, but yeah, it's telling me to go left. So yeah, let's head this way. I can see it. I can see Moor Street Station through that tunnel. So we just got to go across and then we'll be there. So yeah, I figured out now where we got to go. So it literally is cutting around the front of Bullring from New Street to Moor Street. And this is where you got Chiltern, West Midlands trains. And yeah, got our next leg of our journey. The train that we're going to get has come from Kidderminster. So that'll be cool to see. But does it kind of come into Moor Street and then go straight out? Does it kind of reverse on itself? Possibly, I've not actually looked. Let me know in the comments. Will it do that? Will it reverse? I can see a 225 though. I'm calling it a 225 because the train is a 225. It's just the motor, the loco bit that isn't. It's not a 91, but I'd still call it a 225. You're probably going to tell me that it isn't and it's the ex-Virgin one and it's not going to be, but I'll probably see by the coaches as well, but I'm going to be stupid and say, yeah, 225, like the Transport for Wales ones. But the Transport for Wales ones are 225s, definitely. Okay, so there are through platforms. I wasn't aware, but then I've not been to Moor Street in absolutely years. What we'll do is we're going to have a look at this over here because we've got enough time. And then we've got platform 1, which will go up there to get our train to our next destination.
Platform 2 is the 1127 West Midlands Railway service to Worcester-Foregate Street, calling at Birmingham Snow Hill, Water, the Hawthorns, Smethwick Bridge, Rowley Ridges, Cradley Heath, Stourbridge Junction, Hackney, Blakedown, Kidderminster, Droitwich Spa, Worcester Shrub Hill, and Worcester-Foregate Street. The next train at platform 2 is the 1127 West Midlands Railway service to Worcester-Foregate Street,
So there we go. That's what we've got. Well, no, that's not what we got. We're not getting on this. We're going on a 172 West Midlands. But it's nice to see this here. Bit of rust going on. You know, bit of stuff going on there, but still going strong. That's what I like about it. They're still going strong. Yes, it's a different motor on the other end, but they're still going well. There's some more. It's going to happen, isn't it? Okay, doing some quick research. These are Mark III, which you can tell. I could tell when I eventually saw them, but they're Mark III coaches that have got the doors, and then it's a Mark III DVT, not a Mark IV. So the Mark IV was for LNER, for the 225, whereas the Mark III is the older one, which I believe was used on the West Coast main line and possibly other places. But yeah, that's with the little research that I didn't want to go too deep because I will do that another time. But yeah, these are Mark III coaches, and yeah, it's heading down to London Marylebone. What's funny is every half, so the first one, so it's every hour is this one of these, and then in between that, so half an hour after that, would be a stopping service, which is usually a turbo, you know, like a 1.6 166 I think it is, but anyway, sometimes it's the 168. I think it's the 168, that's what they call it. But yeah, so this one is kind of the express that's every other half an hour. So every hour is this, and then in between that is the stopping service with Chiltern trains. But yeah, this is the London Marylebone service. Would love to do it one day, but getting over to here and then going down, it just kind of, it's too much time that's wasted there instead of just going direct. But the other thing you got to kind of think of is it would cost a lot more because you kind of got to go through Moor Street. You know, there are times where we can go via Tamworth and go on Avanti or West Midlands, you know, London North Western, but this is a little bit more tricky to get unless it was like a service to Solihull or something like that, and maybe I could get it somehow, but no, we're catching the West Midlands to Stratford-Upon-Avon. Yes, that's right. But if only we got to go on this. Maybe next time, maybe another time. So the driver's just got in there at the other end, probably to start the thing, and then he'll go down to the front. So yeah, let's listen to this start. He started up 68. Still got 10 minutes to my train, but I'm going to head over there now. Let's go and head over. Well, that was nice seeing a couple of people, Josh, and I didn't catch the other guy's name, so apologies. But yeah, that was nice saying hello. But yeah, let's head over to platform 1 for our West Midlands train. 172, I think it is, to Stratford-Upon-Avon. Okay, I'm a bit scared, but I'm all right now. In my head I was going, it's 11:45. No, it's 11:39 and it's 11:36, so thank goodness I got over in time because it's just about to come into the station. let's go into the 2-car set.
Welcome to this service for Stratford-Upon-Avon, calling at Small Heath, Tyseley.
So yeah, Josh is cross country and he comes over for his lunch break, but he's going up to Manchester this afternoon, so that's cool. Hopefully he has a pleasant journey. But yeah, now we're on this 172 to Stratford-Upon-Avon, so it is a stopping service, so it goes on for quite a while. We should be getting there in just under an hour. So where I can, I will take videos of different stops, different things that I've noticed. I'm going to do a little bit of work as well in preparation for later, because yeah, I'm going to a customer, but I found out that they're not fully ready. Excuse me. So I just want to make sure that that's all set up ready for me to be there. So it looks like there used to be track there. Look at that heading round, but that's all grass and that's it. It's finished. But there's quite a few bits that should be still be there, but we've gone down to only a couple of tracks now. But this is a diesel route, so not non-electrified. As you can see, look, tons of rail that should be here from the olden days, but they're all long gone now. But yeah, so I've never been on this route before, on this line, so I'm actually looking forward to it, seeing what we got. I did kind of, like, almost failed in terms of, I was thinking this went through Solihull and I was like, oh, I could get that Chiltern cross country. But yeah, I could get the DVT, you know, that 86 to 86? 68 to Solihull and then pick up another train from there, and I'm like, no, that didn't happen. So yeah, that's annoying-ish, but I'm on this one, so that's the main thing.
We are now approaching Small Heath.
Okay, coming up to Small Heath now. Thinking about it though, I have been on this route before.
Before removing heavy luggage and push chairs.
I will admit, I was on it when Central Trains donkeys years ago from Shirley and all that area over to Birmingham Moor Street. I think we did it once when I got married. I kind of went on that route, but yeah, not been on it since. Tyseley, and I just missed the sign there. It's been painted black, that bit, but it says a light here for the Railway Museum. Is there or was there a railway museum around here? Not sure. So there's a locomotive works here, and I think there are some bits, you know, to tour around, but I've not looked too deep into it. But yeah, I didn't know there was something around here in Tyseley. You learn something new every day. Do you know what's really weird? Tyseley Works was Great Western Railways, GWRs. Now that is weird to see. We're all the way up in Brum, and there's GWR. I know GWR does go to Leamington Spa, but the locomotive works up here was theirs. Weird. So now we're at Hall Green, and we are on the Shakespeare line. Friends of the Shakespeare line. So yeah, I think this is what we are on, because we're going to Stratford-Upon-Avon. Yardley Wood now, so the next one is Shirley. Surely not. Stop calling me Shirley.
Please be considerate to other passengers. Do not put your feet on the seats.
So anyway, now leaving Shirley. These are lovely stations, I do love them. this next station has room for just one
Welcome to
carriage.
this service for
So this is a
Stratford-Upon-Avon.
6-car train,
The next station
4 and a
is
2,
Wood End.
and only the front carriage has access. That's what they said. They said just the front car, so you need to walk forward. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at this and see how big the platform actually is. Yep, that is small. Welcome to Henley-on-Thames, Henley and Arden. Never heard of it before. All I think of when I think of Henley is Thames, Regatta, all of that stuff. But no, we're
Welcome
in
to this service
Arden.
for Stratford-Upon-Avon.
So the next station has an unusual name. So what we'll do is we'll listen out for the announcement. So it's only a couple of minutes to the next stop. If this was a South West Railway or South Eastern, there would be a 2-3. It's actually nice that we've got that gap in the middle, because you do not get that on those trains down there. You do on the 375, but I mean like the 465 and all of them. And yeah, those old trains being 3 seats then 2, it's just a squeeze. So we're going to have that announcement. You ready for it?
We are now approaching Wootton. Please mind the gap
Wootton
when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Welcome to Wootton.
Welcome to this service for Stratford-Upon-Avon. The next station is Wilmcote.
So it looks like the trains around mine are all cancelled, so hopefully it will be alright later. Depending on how long I'm going to be at the customer. So here we are into Wilmcote. And then we've got Stratford Parkway and then Stratford-Upon-Avon, so we're almost there, we're only 10 minutes away. So as we leave Wilmcote, heading to Stratford Parkway and Stratford-Upon-Avon, just wanted to mention the train fare. So this was an open return of £49.60. I could have got advance tickets for £39, so 10 quid cheaper. But with customers, especially with this sort of area and stuff like that, I don't want to leave it too late. I want an open ticket. Sometimes when I go down to London, I kind of go, look, I'll do advance or I'll do open return, depending on the price. But yeah, I paid an extra tenner, I think it was, for an open return. So I've got a 5:10 train coming back, but I am able to get a latest train if I want to. But yeah, so I did that, and also I did book through LNER. LNER do have a cashback at the moment with my bank of 8%. So I thought, that's 8% cashback, mate. So I've been booking LNER the past few days just because of the 8% cashback. So £49.60, my £100 the other week to London. I get 8% cashback on that, and also I will be going tomorrow to